The new season of World of Tanks is here, or at least it's coming next week, so prepare yourselves for the Awakened season in World of Tanks console. Of course, we'll cover all of the update news that you need to know for this update, what the rewards are, what the season pass is, what my opinion of the tanks are, what you're probably going to enjoy, and of course we're going to get all into that now. Stay tuned, there's a lot to cover. Now then, the first thing that you can pick up with this season is, of course, the Season Pass. Now, what does this Season Pass actually give you within World of Tanks console? Well, there's a ton of stuff that it gives you, but primarily it's premium tanks, premium time, silver, XP boosters, commanders, like basically anything that is in the game, you're probably going to be able to get something from the Season Pass. But what are the premium tanks? So essentially what you have to do is you either pay nothing, and you can get the T57 heavy tank for free and a little skin for it. You can get a commander, you can get a 2D commander as well, and some like rewards. But ultimately, they're not particularly very good, and so you'd be better off actually paying for the Season Pass, as this gives you really, really good rewards. So, Season Pass, you pay 2,000 gold. It's the best investment you can make in World of Tanks if you want to buy anything, absolutely anything. The Season Pass is the best thing that you can buy. And that's because you get rewards that are basically, you get 2 sets of rewards for every single level. And you can get basically extra bonuses on top of the free pass, so you can get key cards and stuff like that. But you can also get a ton of extras. So you can see here the tick list on screen right now. You can go down to the T77. You basically only get 5 different things on the standard free pass. Whereas when you then buy the actual season pass, you can get another premium tank, a tier 5 Ripper, which is the M4 Sherman version, like premium version. And then you can also get the T92 light tank, which is a tier 8. And then at the top tier 100, you will be able to pick up the T55 Enigma, which is a new Cold War vehicle. That is the Season Pass reward. There is something extra, though, for the Ultimate Season Pass, but we'll get into that in a second. And you can also get enough gold to cover the next 2,000 gold Season Pass. So what does that actually mean? It means that from actually completing the season, and usually you only actually have to get to like season rank 95 or something to be able to cover the same amount of gold from what you purchased. But this gold value, it costs you 2,000 to buy the season pass. You then get 2,000 back. So if you had 2,000 gold on your account, it's basically free to get you the season pass as long as you complete it. Plus, remember, you get all of the rewards from actually buying this season pass as well. So it's amazing in terms of how much you can get. Obviously, the only people that you actually really have to pay money is that if you have no gold on your account whatsoever and you have to buy it for the first time, but as long as you bought it once, you then have it for the rest of the seasons that you will be playing World of Tanks console for. So it is amazing, and it is the best thing that you can do. And often, actually, you can spend 2,000 gold on the season pass, but end up with like 5,000 gold back. Plus, you get a ton of like the key cards, which is what where that extra gold value comes from, because the season pass itself gives you 2,000 back. The extra key cards will give you an extra 3,000. But without further ado, what does the Ultimate Season Pass give you? So this is the kind of it's the expensive version of the Season Pass, and effectively what you get is some extra bonuses on top of the normal Season Pass. It's for people that are maybe more veteran players or someone that's wanting to spend a little bit more money to save some time. And the Ultimate Season Pass costs you 6,000 gold for the season. It's going to cost you an extra 4,000 gold, so it's triple the price. But for that triple price, you get 25 levels already completed in the Season Pass. You also get a 3D Hero Commander, so this gives you, I think, 150% more Commander XP every battle for the Camilla 3D Hero Commander. And then you can also get, which is the key thing, it's the Cobra, the tier 9 British medium tank that has the autoloader, that has the kind of derp HE firing Hesh gun as well that is basically on PC. If you've ever seen World of Tanks PC, you probably know about the Cobra. It's a really, really interesting one, and I am absolutely stoked to see this come into World of Tanks console. So that will be the Ultimate Season Pass, and I will be picking that one up, as I'm sure many of you guys probably will as well. So yes, the Cobra is coming to World of Tanks console. Now, let's have a look at what these extras are for this season and what else you can kind of expect and what these tanks actually look like, what you can get from them, and the sort of playstyles that they're going to probably have. So first things first, we have the Awakened Starter Pack. So this is something that you yourself will be able to get for absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's Wargaming's kind of initial start to the season. They'll just allow you to pick up the Awakened Starter Pack. It gives you 3 days of premium, 5 times 2 silver boosters, 5 3 times vehicle XP boosters, and 5 4 times commander XP boosters. So it's just essentially a little gift from Wargaming to you, saying, here you go, here's some extras, because there's a new season. Now then, there's not only that, we've got these new season tanks, but what happens if you've already got some of the tanks in the game? Well, if you do already have the tanks, you will be getting the silver equivalent. So what does that mean? Well, if you have the T57, as I'm sure a few of you may already do, it's the auto-loading premium kind of heavy tank from, I think, last year when it was released. And this thing, if you've already got it and you purchase the season pass and then you get it again, you'll get 3.92 million silver, which is crazy. And it'll be a nice boost to your account. If you have the Ripper, you'll get 600,000 silver. And if you have the Falcon T92 light tank, you'll get 2.6 million silver. And then if you have the skin for the T77, you get 1.2 million silver. So if you did complete the T77 earn operation a long time ago, probably a year and a bit now, you will be able to pick up like 5.1 million silver from just playing the season pass. Of course, you won't get an extra premium tank for playing the season, but yeah, it's a pretty nice boost. Of course, here you can see on this little screenshot on screen, we have the T55 Enigma, and this is the kind of top tier Cold War vehicle that you can pick up, and then also the Cobra over on the right. Of course, you'll see that on the thumbnail. That's the one. These are the two tanks that are available. They're brand new to the game, so you haven't seen them before. And here we have the statistics of both vehicles. So the T55 Enigma, what is special about it? Well, it's the fact that it looks kind of like a Soviet medium tank, but it has a lot of weird spaced armor that you can see on screen right here. It's definitely a more novel, unique version of the T55, and you can see it here with its spaced armor. Got a ton of it everywhere. It's got a really weird armor model, and I think it could potentially be okay, but of course, I think a lot of the time it's very difficult to gauge the Cold War vehicles, especially like the escalation era, because there's a lot of different tanks that are kind of very good and can be played in a lot of different ways. But it's interesting to see how this will play. Of course, the key thing about this tank in terms of just a pure premium tank is that it does get a 65% bonus silver, which is massive. It's going to be able to earn you so much silver playing in Cold War. And it's probably one of the best silver earners. Of course, it is free for those of you that do purchase the season pass, but then get your gold back. So yeah, it's looking very, very nice indeed. And of course, you got 58 kilometers an hour top speed pretty much. Power to weight is not particularly that great, 14. And so it's maybe a little bit sluggish, getting up hills and stuff like that. A decent hull traverse, decent turret traverse, nothing too spectacular. 5 degrees of gun depression, pretty limiting. 440 alpha is okay. 2-second aim time is okay. Accuracy is pretty good actually, 0.3. And yeah, overall damage per minute, 3,500. So it's actually fairly decent. And you reload in 7.6 seconds. You're probably looking, when fully upgraded, when fully kind of kitted out, you're probably looking at about 4,200 DPM with a 6-second reload, something like that. So it's looking pretty nice. I reckon this vehicle will be pretty good. Do I think it's going to be outrageously broken? Probably not. We'll have to wait and see to the armor model of this medium tank, in quotation mark, but it's probably more like a heavy tank anyway. But there you go. That is the Enigma. What about this new Cobra then? So this is the World War II premium, non-premium, premium kind of reward vehicle thing. You know how it is. It doesn't get any silver bonus. It is literally just like a tank that you receive. The only bonus it does get is 5% more XP when playing it, but it doesn't really matter because that's only really worth it if you convert XP. And even then, like most of the time, you've got plenty of XP to actually shift around. But what is special about this vehicle? Well, first things first, it's a medium heavy. It's like a heavium, and it's kind of like a tank destroyer as well. It's like a combination. It's such a weird one. I don't think that this is like categorized in any real kind of tank class because it's got so much of everything that it's just kind of weird. But this vehicle in particular, it's got an amazing power to weight ratio, 29. That is ridiculously good, which means that you're going to be able to stay at 40 kilometers an hour consistently pretty much through every single terrain type. You're going to be going 40 kilometers an hour. It may even be worth that you taking the speed boost equipment to get it up to 44 kilometers an hour. That will just increase by 10%. The speed limit, so that would be pretty nice to put on this vehicle just so that you can go a little bit faster, mobilize yourself a little bit better. An amazing hull and turret traverse, which is crazy. Reverse speed is even pretty good as well. 10 degrees of gun depression, 13 degrees of elevation, which is not great, but the depression is amazing. 268 millimeters of standard pen and 360 alpha, 210 millimeters on your Hesh rounds with 490 alpha, and of course the key thing about this vehicle, the 4-shot autoloader, which means that if you fire your Hesh rounds and you manage to pen every single one, you're going to be able to deal 1940 alpha damage in one clip. Yes, it does take a while to be able to do that because you've got a aim time of 3.8 seconds, so it's not particularly great, and your interclip reload is actually really, really good. So you're going to have to wait if you want to fully aim because your dispersion is going to be horrible and you're probably not going to be fully aimed every time you want to be able to fire. But I think this vehicle is going to be pretty nice to play. It'll be one of the fun ones. I don't think it's going to be like innately like broken, overpowered, crazy good because of the fact that it has such shocking DPM, 1,585 DPM, and also like if you don't actually manage to pen with your 210 millimeters of Hesh pen, then you're going to find it a massive struggle to really be able to do anything. So it takes you a full minute to reload as well. So a full minute to do your 4-shot clip, basically, including the intraclip reload time. And therefore, like, yeah, 1 clip a minute, essentially. So you've got to be prepared for when you are ready to kind of reload and you're fully reloaded. You need to make sure that you're up against your opponents. I will do a full review of the Cobra as soon as I can get my hands on it. I think that will be on release, or at least very close to it. I think maybe next week on Wednesday or Thursday you'll see a video coming out on the Cobra and the Enigma as well. So both of the season rewards, so you can have a look and decide whether you want to actually get any of these things. We've also then got the commanders here. You can see Julian Moser. I mean, if you're interested, pretty good. And then of course we've got Ravenous Rolf, the 3D hero commander, which is the undead version. I mean, it looks pretty good. And then we've got Monstrosity, another 3D hero commander, and another one, the Carmilla 3D commander as well. Obviously it's the season Awakened season, so it's kind of like the Halloween season for World of Tanks. Of course we will be getting the Halloween event coming soon as well, so get ready for that. The Monsters Unleashed, where you can actually play that. And of course, I think then the tanks become awakened, so you can play them with some bonuses. So it'll be interesting to see what Wargaming do. They did say that they will be bringing out some more tanks that have the awakened mode. So there'll be brand new premium tanks that you can play and they'll get the bonuses of having the Awakened mode, much like the Lycan, the Kaiju. We've got the Craft Panther, the Revenant Craft Panther, that is. I think we've then got the Bellerophon. We've got loads of different things in the game. There's a ton of them. Of course, if you know all of them, leave them in the comment section down below. That will help everyone out. But yeah, it looks pretty good. So they've given us the whole reward list. I'm not going to go through every single reward, but you can pause it as you go through or put it on like 0.5 times speed or something like that, so you can see all of the rewards right now. Essentially what they are just gold, silver and premium consumables with camo vouchers, that sort of stuff, and then premium tanks. Of course, the higher the reward goes, or the higher the rank in the season pass, typically the rewards get better and better, especially with the one-off. So when you get to rank 100, the premium tank is much better than the rank 50 reward, and as you get to kind of level 55, I think then it's level 70 and level 75 you can get key cards as well. So yeah, you can see here level 69 classified key card, and in general it's just kind of going through and getting various different things, and of course as you get further and further into the season pass you can get more and more key cards and stuff like that, all giving you gold as well. So very, very good season in terms of the rewards. In my personal opinion, I'm looking forward to all of them. The T57 is brilliant as well, and of course you can check out that in the gameplay and tank reviews playlist if you want to have a quick look at the T77 before it comes in, or you can just type into YouTube "What Eclipse T77, it will most likely come up on the search results or something like that for what console. There's loads of them out there, so you can have a look at some of the reviews and see if you decide whether you want this vehicle. Of course, now that is not it as well. I feel like I've said that so much in this video, but once you reach rank 100, you can then go even further and reach rank 118 and 124. Now, if you do that, you can get some extra bonuses. So if you complete level 100, you receive a 25% vehicle XP bonus on every multiplayer battle. So essentially, it's just 25% more XP on every single battle you play for the rest of the season. The sooner you complete the season pass, the longer you get the 25% vehicle XP. If you then complete further levels, which essentially just come from points, if you're playing a lot, you'll just complete this over time. And complete 18 additional levels will earn you 90, which is 90 points. After level 100, you'll receive 25% Commander XP bonus. And then if you complete a further, 8 levels above that, I think, no, 6 levels above it, which is effectively 120 additional points after level 100. So above that, you'll get 25% silver bonus on every single battle. So you can get the trifecta of vehicle XP, commander XP, and silver bonus, all plus 25% if you get yourself to level 124, like virtually, if that makes sense. Like there's no actual level on the season pass, but you can get the points to be able to get this. So it's going to be really, really good for those of you trying to grind out silver credits, tech tree lines. I highly recommend you get to rank 100 as fast as possible. I never, ever, ever, ever recommend you purchase levels on the season pass. It is just ridiculously expensive to be able to do that. So I would never recommend it. This season also has no season overtime or opportunity to skip levels after December the 5th, so don't hold back, tear through the season, so you will not be able to skip after the season completes in that week in between. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting season. I'm kind of happy with what's coming this season. There's plenty of stuff coming. Of course, the new Monsters Awaken mode, or the Awakens Halloween event mode that's coming out soon as well. And yeah, and the Cobra. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So without further ado, that is the video. Hopefully that has showcased everything that you need to know about this season. There will be a full update news regarding everything else, all of the other updates, some of the other game modes, all of the extras that come with the new season coming very, very soon as well. So stay tuned for that. Of course, subscribe if you aren't already, as we're getting further and further into the 12,000 subscriber marks. And of course, if you haven't already, go and check out the World of Tanks PC channel that I've currently got going on. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're only 30 away, and I will leave a link in the description or in the comments with my own kind of PC channel, so you can have a look if you're interested only. Don't bother if you're not actually interested. Don't feel like you have to go and do that because you think it's going to help me. But yeah, thank you very much. I really do appreciate everyone and your support, and I hope that you'll join me in the next video, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.